Yeah, King Real. Yeah, Crenshaw. Yeah, King Real. Huh. Let me tell a story about the time in the 80s. Yeah. First going back into the history that made it. Crenshaw Boulevard, named after George Crenshaw. White man, real estate is what paid him. Yeah. In the early days, started as a small gathering for the weekend, taking out your lady. Smoking on the herb and the oldies always playing. Making out with honey as you try to get a name. Yeah. Years go by, now a different time. Riding low riders, 100 spokes going around. Now it's Sunday rendezvous. Welcome to the 80s. Where the crack rock hit and the game shoot you down. Yeah. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. The marathon continues, niggas gotta hold it down. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. The marathon continues, niggas gotta hold it down. Neighborhood rolling where the cruising takes place. In the heart of the turf, big cow snatching chains. Shaking up the trunk as you riding down the boulevard. Big booty bitches popping pussy in your face. But if you wasn't rolling, 30s to the hundreds, catch you sipping, shooting bullets that would empty out the space. Girls start to scream as the shots ring. Niggas start to run. Oh well, we'll be back next week. Gotta watch out for them Kev Macs. Them niggas didn't play with you, get your face smacked. Baby S Mac striking up the whole hood. Welcome to the boulevard, niggas straight facts. S Mac known shoot a little loony with the perm. Santana grapes coming through, what's the word? The Justice Car Club, acting fool, smoking herb, slick rock in the street, hoop banging on the curb. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. The marathon continues, niggas gotta hold it down. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. The marathon continues, niggas gotta hold it down. Bumping niggas with an attitude, fuck the police. Hold up, nigga, let me hear you say it, fuck the police. Microphone fiend, Eric B and Rakim. Bumping out the speakers, game fights, gotta win. Honeys everywhere, biker shorts like a fly girl. Hair done, nails done, looking fly girl. But a couple was as gangster as a nigga. Chrissy from the 30s, A-least pulling triggers. Don't get caught slipping in the streets, my nigga. Wolves on the prowl when the hood got the killers. Crenshaw Boulevard, cruising in the RAS 6-4, popping switches, got the cops in the mirror. And that was the 80s, now we gonna fast forward. Plenty niggas died, plenty niggas in the yard. And now Nipsey Hussle is the king of Crenshaw and Slauson. Marathon continues, never fall. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. The marathon continues, niggas gotta hold it down. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. Crenshaw Boulevard, Crenshaw now. The marathon continues, niggas gotta hold it down.
What up, y'all? Hell of a game, right? Boy, as soon as it was over, I felt like I wasted my time. Like, nigga, what did I watch this shit for? Like, I was really into the Raiders tonight. Like, Mariota looked like he had some swag. Like, he really had energy. Like, some 5-hour energy. I guess he took it 6 hours ago. Because he ran out of energy before the game was over. Typical Raiders, put a T in front of it, traitors, or put an F in front of it, faders. I mean, damn, man. Come on, Gruden. What are you doing? You guys ain't doing nothing but upsetting not just Raider fans, but football fans. Like, that was a poor performance. Absolutely horrible. If you ever want to lose some money, just bet on the Raiders. God damn. Man, I really don't have nothing to talk about, but I do have something I want to share with y'all. So, after talking all this native shit, African shit, denying and mixing up ancestry, talking about how, there's still census and shit that you could trace your people back to Africa. The homie went and did my family tree. I'm happy, but it ain't gonna change nothing. Remember when I was saying, where's the damn project so I could sign up and go to the Indian reservation, live happily ever after? My great grandmother, 100% Indian, great grandfather, 50% Indian. Can you believe that shit? So I've been Indian, I've been native all this time, and Slick is probably my cousin. I've been native all this time and didn't know that shit, especially them numbers. I knew we probably had a little bit because I was always told my father's grandmother was either this Irish white woman or this American native Indian. And I never knew which one was true. But damn, that shit's crazy. And we got all our roots on my father's side, straight Texas. Straight Texas, generation after generation after generation after generation from slavery. All Texans, all around Bastrop, Corpus Christi, and little small towns around Bastrop. Ain't that crazy? I never knew my roots were so deep in Texas. I just always assumed it was just Pops and his mama. Didn't know, and then I knew my grandfather was from Texas as well. But I didn't know their parents was from Texas and their parents was from Texas. Man, that shit's crazy. Boy, life is a trip, man. Life is a straight trip. Straight trip. Well, like I said, the homie looked it up. So the homie asked me a couple names and he found every damn thing. And I've been on the phone talking to my aunts and cousins all day. Called my youngest daughter, text the family chat. Of course, nobody give a fuck, but letting them all know. And like, it's amazing to me. Like, that shit's really crazy to me, dog. So yeah, I'm on my way to the reservation right now, nigga. I want free Wi-Fi, nigga. I want a free Mac computer, nigga. I want free studio. I want free everything, nigga. Give me mine, nigga. I got lots of Indian up in me, nigga. Native, like straight native. And I want my reparations because they were slaves. So now, nigga, give me mine. Give me mine, my nigga. Give me mine. And I forgot the tribe already, but I'll look it up for y'all. That's just crazy, man. Local always be asking, what about your roots? What about Pops? What about all that? Nigga, I never assumed after my grandparents would be anything Texas. Shit, they all Texas. Come to find out, I always grew up thinking I had a small family. You know, everybody in the family didn't have no more than 4 kids, except for my mother. Nigga, I got so many cousins out there. I got mega cousins, uncles, aunties, all over Texas. Man, no, it ain't Cherokee. All over Texas, man. But the good thing, like I was explaining to my daughter, is now we got the other last names. So we don't end up like falling in love with your cousin and shit. Like, so now we'll be able to recognize last names and know, you know, we might be related. So we're gonna have to check this DNA because we not finna be fucking cousins. And so, man, this whole thing is just amazing to me. That's crazy how one conversation leads to another. And on top of that, sub conversation or previous interview live with Cheetah, a lot of people been reaching out to me. They older people, they like Cheetah's interview, and you know they trying to give me names. They giving me names, telling me about their cousins were from Q102 and who they was, and that's even deep. Like because I know one of the founders of Q, I know one of the founders of Boot Hill, and they best friends. These dudes was best friends, and now the cousins. I mean the kids are best friends. So that's like family tree of the Crips and shit. Like the Crip tree is spreading and shit. What's your homie that got that info from? What's your homie that got that info? Who's your homie? My homie. I mean, do it really matter? But You ask, so I'm gonna answer. The homie to do interviews with me. That's that. I mean, what else? The one that I always say gets information for me and shares it with me. I don't know why you asking that question. I don't know what the deal with that is, but yeah, man. That's crazy, man. My uncles and aunts didn't even have all this information, and we just talking really about my father's father, but he also got some info on my father's mother, but he hasn't dug off into all her shit yet. Right now, we just digging in the pop side. Creek Nation. There you go. How you know, Kelly Kiss? I told you earlier. Creek Nation. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Creek Nation documented. LA got a quarterback, Justin Gilbert. Yep. That sounds weird. LA got a quarterback, Justin Gilbert, right? Because we know Jared Goff gets all the publicity. But yeah, man, crazy. Real crazy. Ironic. One thing leads to another. Kev, do you know what site he used? Yeah, Ancestry.com. That's what everybody uses. Yeah. But I mean, you got to really dig off into it, and you got to have obviously some type of information so you know where to start at and all that type of stuff. Um, who was that asked that question? Tobias. I don't know the last names by heart. This shit is all new to me, so I have to go back and look to give you those last names. But I didn't know. I never knew. I watched college football all my life, pro football all my life. I've seen a couple of players with my last name. I always said I'm not related to them dudes. There's no relation to them dudes. Now that I see I got a million cousins and uncles and aunts with the same last name, hold up now. This might be my cousins. Might have some pro athlete cousins that never met and never knew I was related to. Um, he said Huber's damn better than Goff. Don't tell Ram fans that, bro. Don't do that. Don't shit on them like that. Dan Calloway been blessing us with knowledge of us being the Aboriginal for years. Well, it damn sure is true about in my case. The homie was like, damn, man, like, you know how rare that shit is? Like, nigga, you a true native black motherfucker. Like, that shit don't really happen. So, yeah, shout out to Dan Calloway for already knowing this. But again, the same don't hold true on my mother's side of the family because we know they, from what we researched, they got off the boat. Charleston, South Carolina, and Augusta, Georgia. So they do go back to slavery and to Europe. But we got all mulatto and native Indian and shit on my tree. That's crazy, right? I'm finna go play bingo right now, nigga. Bingo. I'm finna yell that shit out as soon as I walk in. I'm yelling out NIGGA. They're gonna be like, what, nigga? Yep, for real. But yeah, this is deep, man. I like it though. I like this shit. I can't wait to get the rest of the information on my grandmother's side and see how far back we can go with this native shit. He said, I wouldn't doubt that you light skinned, but shit, I'm still a nigga, man. Got me not even wanting to say nigga no more. Like, I don't feel like a nigga no more. I feel like an engine. Another thing that's ironic, I clown my niece her whole life. I used to engine number 9 going down Chicago line. I used to be like, come here, my little red engine. Clowning her all these years, not knowing a nigga was probably more Indian than her. Or native, whatever the correct terminology is. Man, that's funny. But yeah, it's just like real funny. Like you say, you wouldn't doubt it because I'm light skinned. Well, shit, everybody else say you white. Your mama white? Yeah, your mama white. Who's white? Your daddy white? Oh, So that's like a big difference. A nigga going from white to motherfucker saying, I wouldn't doubt you native. I mean, shit, it's a big difference. You know the history between the natives and the white folks, the cowboys and Indians, disease and everything else. You know what I'm saying? I am legitimately interested because it's amazing to me. I never knew this. My great father was adopted by Navajo, raised by a Mexican family. That's what my name is, his exact name, but Pops is black and Puerto Rican. And it's also funny because I'm looking at my grandmother's name. My grandmother's name actually comes from her grandfather. Her father gave my grandmother's middle name after his father. So I'm like, damn, I wonder if she knew that. I don't know. I'll never be able to talk to her and ask her. But you know, and calling around and talking to the family today, they didn't know. They didn't say nothing about it. And then I seen other names like, you know how everybody be talking about they don't believe in or whatever your belief is in the Bible, or whether the Bible's just supposed to be history or supposed to be knowledge or just straight up some bullshit. I tripped because my sister named her son Nathaniel, and I used to be like, oh, biblical name. Like, wonder why she gave her son a biblical name. And then we got Solomons and everything else all through Texas, like niggas that was named in the Bible. And I'm like, wow, that must have been, they must have been something, Christians or something. And then come to find out the area that they come from is like Christian land or some shit, Holy Land, some shit. Y'all know better than me that's from Texas. But they were really into religion, and I'm assuming that's why they name their kids after people in the Bible. But crazy, right? So we talk all this shit about different things, and come to find out, shit, my Indian heritage was just as religious as everybody be talking about their ancestry in Africa. But anyway, yeah, got slave documents, got documents. My grandfather going to the army. A lot of stuff, man. Actually overwhelming for me. Like, I feel tired just learning and reading about this shit. Through the public school system. I mean, I don't know. I mean, all right. But I know our ancestry on my mother's side from my uncle's research and from the census and documents, unless the documents are forged or fake, came off boats from Africa. You know, that's the type of stuff my uncle uncovered. And then he got plenty of newspaper articles when different family members had made the newspapers back then, like runaway slaves and all that shit. So I don't know. Maybe we don't come from Africa, but that my uncle's research, we did come off the boat from Africa. So I don't know. Like I always say, like I even said yesterday, we all got a different history. So whatever your history is may not be the same for us. Whatever your teachings and belief and education is not going to be the same for me or the next guy that's supposed to be woke or supposed to be a scientist or historian or any of that shit. And that's why I was saying, if you remember, I was saying the shit gives me a headache. Like, I don't want to hear it. I can't get into it because this woke guy knows everything and he makes it sound good. And then this woke guy comes in and say you're an Israelite and he makes shit sound good and it totally contradicts this guy. So which one is really woke? They both could be woke. Maybe their genealogy comes from a different path. Maybe they both wrong. Maybe both them motherfuckers got taught by some white people that they think some black people taught them, or a black person taught them that was tricking them, or that was learned wrong. I just say we all got different lineage, man. I don't know. I can't say all black people in America didn't come from Africa. I can't say that. I can't say they all did come from Africa. So that, I'm not going to get off into that. because I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But from our research, the things that some people are saying don't hold true for my lineage. So, I don't want to ruin nobody's dreams. Damn sure don't want mine ruined. So, y'all believe what you want to believe, man. Believe what you was taught. OG Steve, good looking out, man. Appreciate that. T Collins, appreciate that, bro. And we had a hell of a week, man. Here it is Thursday, man. We had a hell of a week. And again, I've been getting calls all day. We'll probably have some more shit. We probably have some Venice Shorelines pretty soon. Probably have some Usos from SOS, I believe up north. Maybe Salinas, somewhere around there. Man, we might have a lot of stuff coming up real soon, man. A lot of people stemming from that Cheetah interview. A lot of people got inspired and want to step up. And because everybody locked in the house again, I've seen San Francisco or somewhere up north that went on lockdown, complete lockdown. But because people stuck in the house now, people are starting to tune back in and want to get their story out. You never know when this COVID is going to wipe somebody out. So people are thinking about that as well because there's been so many deaths in the last 9 months. So shit, if you fall under that category and you know somebody under that category, get at me and shit, let's stream. Let's stream this shit. Let's get this history. Let's put this history together. Vegas is supposed to be popping for New Year's. I don't know that they're gonna let everybody on the strip, but they supposed to have the biggest show ever on the strip. They finna have fireworks out of this world. They finna do it big this year, according to the news. So Vegas is gonna be off the hook on New Year's, but I don't know if they're gonna allow people on the strip. I don't know how that shit's gonna work, but they finna have a hell of a fireworks show. The restaurants and shit are like down to 25% capacity and 25% are open. So restaurant business is tanking in Vegas. That's just damn near obsolete in Vegas for now. They waiting on this relief package so they can get some money and hopefully keep their businesses going. But all of them not going to use that money for their business. A lot of them going to catch up on their taxes and rent or mortgage. But hopefully some of the good restaurants, the soulful restaurants, will use that money and stay open or reopen. Because ain't nothing like some good food in Vegas, man. I don't have any plans of interviewing any Asian gangs in Long Beach. We go over this over and over and over, not just about Asians in Long Beach, but Long Beach, Asians, period, Serrano, everything else. I can't interview somebody I don't know or anybody that's not willing to do an interview. So if you know some Asian gangs in Long Beach that would like to come on and do an interview, holla at me. Otherwise, no, I don't have any plans on interviewing any of that. I only have plans on interviewing people that contacted me and are willing to do interviews. Yeah, I hear Miami's popping. Yeah, I've been hearing that lately. But shit, you know what they say about Miami, motherfuckers passing that COVID like a mug, especially at the beach in the summertime. So yeah, I'm sure Miami's popping. If nobody really care about this man-made disease or however you want to call it, this disease that came from animals. Yeah, there's soul food places and restaurants in Vegas. Yeah, man, come on, man. Mr. Gould, good luck. Good looking out, man. You want to hear so rough, so tough out here, baby? So rough, so tough out here, baby. Man, I mean, it's good soul food to me. Shit, I ain't never really had no bad soul food. Of course, it's always been better. Like in Memphis, they had bomb soul food. Texas, Houston, bomb soul food. North Carolina, Charlotte, some bomb soul food. But I ain't never really had no bad soul food. Good looking out, Red 7th. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, they got soul food spot. It's a bomb barbecue spot. They got all the soul food. I don't know the name of it. You can look it up. It's on D Street. I believe it's right off of King Boulevard. I'm not sure, but it's right off the freeway. D Street. Fire. Straight fire. Everybody I ever took there say it's the best shit they ever had. They shit is good. It's like three black ladies up in there in a small little hole in the wall cooking their ass off. They get busy. Nah, J-Bo, grits ain't nasty, man. You probably got somebody that can't cook grits like me. Like, my grits are nasty. But I always talk about how my grandmother used to make bomb grits in the oatmeal. Like I said, my sister, anything she cook is good. So it depends on the cook to me, man, to be honest with you. Oh, Red 7, you good, man. Good looking out. It's hoodie season right now. Yes, it is. I'm going to send a homie who'll stand in the vans to check it out for me first. Well, me personally, I'm not trying to eat in no restaurants right now. Shit, cook might have COVID. Or somebody walked in there might have that shit. Um, Only Shaniqua is shielded. Shaniqua and even Trump say he's shielded, but he sure caught it for one day. Make you wonder, did he really have COVID or not? Caught it, cured the next day. Oh shit. Cream of wheat is alright, I guess. Of course, you gotta have sugar grits, man. You ain't got no sugar and butter on your grits, man. You not popping like that. Grits with cheese is good as well. Absolutely. Of course, I always trip off health food nuts that love anything with cheese, knowing cheese clogs your arteries, and cheese is dairy, and some cheese is made with like wood chips or pieces of wood or some shit. So cheese ain't the best dish for a healthy body, that's for sure. Oh, it's Annie's Kitchen. That's it. Annie's Kitchen on D Street. Now tell us, Antonio, what you think about it. What you think about Annie's Kitchen food? Oh, I'm not pumping gas, bro. So I guess you could say you're right. But I'm not saying no. What I'm saying, homie, I'm not saying that a nigga's scared or a nigga can't do nothing, but a nigga can limit his chances. Nigga ain't gotta eat everything anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You should be careful. That's all. But like all these people that's getting sick and say they wish they wouldn't have did this, that, and the other. I mean, you probably fall under that category, but I'm not saying be scared. Anything I need to do, I'm gonna go do. I went to the post office, stood in the post office full of people because I needed to do some mail outs. But I'm not just finna go to the post office and mail a letter because I'm writing a homie or some shit. No, that ain't finna happen. I'm not going to the post office just to get some stamps. Not finna happen. M&M Soul Food, I believe it's still open. They got an M&M's in Vegas that everybody love. I went to the M&M once. It wasn't all that to me. It wasn't like M&M's in LA, but everybody say it's bomb out here. We all got our own taste buds, I guess, and our own experience. It was all right, but soul food spots are usually a lot better. Christmas music is all right, shit, especially right now. Shit, I don't mind no Christmas music right now. Mike Marks, what up? Crystal, what up? I see you not ragging on me tonight, Crystal. Is it because I went too hard on you the other night, or is it because my sister's in the chat room? I'm just trying to figure it out because I'm ready to pop back on your ass now. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not using words I normally use because my sister's here. Out of respect for my older sister. She probably don't like the term older, but for my loving sister, I'm gonna be respectful tonight. My man said I'm allergic to catching COVID. That's a good one, man. Thanks for the laugh. Oh, Craig Munson been calling me all day. I talked to Craig Munson a lot today, man. Craig Munson got a lot of interesting history, man. Me and Craig chopped it up a few times a day. He got a unique story, man. Craig said he had 21s when he first went to prison, and then he got like some 22 and a halves while in prison. But Craig Munson got some interesting history. Of course, he admits to looking up the Bird from Slossers. Bird was his idol, and that's who they modeled themselves after the way they dressed. Marcus, what up? But Craig is a good conversation, man. Real good conversation. Real good dude to talk history with, man. You told her to be nice tonight, Henny God. Good looking out, man. I appreciate that. I told Loco this morning, I said, man, I need to talk to you and Hutch, but man, I got too much going on right now to talk to Loco and Hutch. Hutch is so long-winded. Once this conversation gets started with Hutch, we going to talk too long. So I'm going to hold off on even approaching Hutch with the conversation. Yeah, Doolins is cool. Doolins also, I think the first Doolins was on Crenshaw, I believe. But that's one of the homies, rest in peace, mom. That's her, Miss Doolin. Look, Hutch say call him. Hutch, didn't I just tell you the conversation too long to talk to you right now, nigga? Pay attention, Hutch. I don't want to talk to you right now because we're going to talk forever. No, I don't want to do that. Uh-oh, we got a cook. Maniac say he can cook the hell out of soul food. I heard the hell out of that. Yeah, Bird from Slauson Memory Bank is hella rich. I did pretty good last night though, right? 2 days off brain food, and I was remembering some shit last night, wasn't I? I was even talking faster than I normally talk. So I'm trying to figure out whether it was the vodka or was it the memory pills. But I played that back and I was like, damn, man, that was like kind of like the old young Kev Mac. All the shit I was remembering as fast as I was talking. I'm usually talking slow and talking about I forgot having the Joe Biden moment. I didn't have no Joe Biden moments last night or today. So that shit might really be working. That fish oil and the vitamins might really be working for me. Still haven't finished the live. It was a long live though. Rob Smith. Yeah, Marcus, the Raiders just got their ass whooped. I'm watching the game. I see the Raiders get inside the 5 in overtime. So I go make me something to eat. I'm not even tripping off the game no more. The Raiders won in my mind. This shit is over with. I go back past the TV to come turn the computer on, and I see the game is still on. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what just happened? How did the Raiders end up with just a field goal? Because you know the defense wasn't going to stop nobody. 27 touchdowns for a rookie quarterback. You knew with that Raider defense and Chucky, they were going to score. Like, man, the Raiders, whew, I don't even want to waste no energy on that. I know Slick probably got a razor blade to his wrist right now. I could almost remember what I had for dinner in 1983. I remember what I had for dinner in 1986 on a certain day. Yeah, she's cranking up. She's getting ready. That's a nice ass car in your profile. Boy, chow hall wasn't nothing nice. I didn't want nothing out the chow hall but some ice cream. That's all I needed out the chow hall. Or if they had oatmeal, they had pancakes, French toast, then, you know, those were good days to go to the chow hall. Other than that, man, wasn't nothing in the chow hall I wanted. I didn't want shit out of there, nigga. Unless you was gonna give me a steel tray to hit somebody over the head with. But they had plastic. If I remember correctly, they had plastic trays by the time I got in the chow hall. I mean, I'm talking about in prison, not the county jail. County jail, they had metal back then, steel, whatever you call it. Oh boy, Megalicious, you could get your memory right. Go get you some memory pills. That shit seemed like it worked to me. We'll see though in a couple more days. I'm making you hungry. Who making you hungry? Oh, all right. Yeah, Hutch, for real, right? Yeah, yeah, I agree, Jerome Wallace. I'm not glad they lost, but Mariota looked like he had a whole bunch of swag, whole bunch of energy, bro. Real talk. Oh man, I was a head cook, nigga. In the, I was head cook in the county jail, nigga, in 2000. I don't even know how to cook, so you know the rest. I'm the head cook in the chow hall for the whole county jail, downtown Men's Central Jail in 2000, nigga. So if you had some runny eggs, if you had some burnt potatoes, if you had anything you didn't like, nigga, blame me for that shit. Cause I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was over everybody in the kitchen. I remember, I think Blue from Linwood, I think if I remember correctly, he had the rank before me. And then he went home and I inherited that position. Man, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. All I knew how to do, you had fake eggs, but some days we use real eggs, but mainly that was just for us, the trustees. But I used to have this big ass thing, and you just get doing the eggs. And then you gotta watch who's cooking in there. You gotta actually watch the people that's cooking for you, man. You in jail, nigga, right? So, nigga, criminal gotta respect the next criminal, nigga. You not finna be putting them forks and spoons on no dirty floor, nigga. That is not finna happen. Nigga, go to the back. We finna get them up, or you go and roll your shit up, go on and leave, man. Cause we not finna have that nasty shit. You not finna be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be respectful, man. Cause we eating this shit, nigga. That could be us on the main line eating this shit. So you're not finna be using no dirty tools and shit. Yeah, the eggs was fake for real. Powdered eggs, homie. You got, yeah, that's just fake. And your ass be sitting there just in a big ass, giant ass bowl. Big giant bowl, nigga. You doing this shit for hundreds of inmates, nigga. Hundreds of inmates. Boy, you got a cold, nigga. You sneezing, you coughing, nigga. Get your bitch ass up out the kitchen, nigga. You take your ass back to your cell, nigga, or something. You go to the hole, you roll your shit up, something, nigga. We not finna have that shit. You finna have the whole county jail sick, nigga. There you go, Crystal. Keep going. I'm gonna get on your ass. I'm gonna get on your ass, Crystal. Don't play with me, nigga. All I gotta do is walk in there and have a sip of vodka. I'm gonna be on your ass. Hell yeah, man. It was crazy too because as old as I was at the time, I was like 31 years old. I go to the kitchen, after we do the cooking and shit, then you gotta, put the stuff in trays for the people that's in their cell, the people that can't come out their cell. So you put the shit in the trays and do all that. Now I'm going up to the kitchen. I go up to the kitchen, I go to sleep, my crew comes in, either after me or they might come with me and they go to sleep too. I used to always take a marker. Always take a marker and I'll just go in the kitchen and be hitting up big old blocks, top to bottom blocks, nigga. I'm grabbing chairs so I can get to the top. And I used to always say, well, one of these days the police gonna come in here. They know who it is. All they gotta do is look at the name and the set. I'm like, they gonna get my ass, send me the hole one day. But it never happened. I used to be tearing that child hall up, boy. That child hall stayed hit up in 2000 when I was in there. Yeah, medical, hospital. What is that? What is that? Where they had the vegetables. I mean the diets. Where you take the diet trays, and all that shit. Old KKK in state South Carolina run kitchen. Well, that's a good thing about California. They try to have white, like two whites, two blacks, two Mexicans, or whatever, or one black, one white, one Mexican, and then you have a crew. Now the crew might not be evenly divided, but the head people is usually black and brown, black, brown, white, Mexican white, black, white, whatever. He said KKK in South Carolina. That's deep. They were out of Hennessy. You drink up all the Hennessy in Arizona, Megalicious. You down there getting faded. Man, there was swastika tattooed white dudes. We had to get out the kitchen like that. Well, a lot of dudes in LA got swastikas. A lot of dudes in LA County Jail and in prison got them swastikas. I mean, that's just how it go, nigga. That's just what it is. North Texas Brothers and Essays got the kitchen. Oh man, Nickel Crew wasn't no joke, man. Nickel Crew was something else. Oh, Wayside Honor Ranch. Let me see, they had the Honor Ranch, they had Medium South, Medium North, They had Max. Then later on, they had Super Max. I know exactly what you're talking about, Bobby. You said I got in some trouble. Nigga, you already in jail. What more trouble could you get in, nigga? You got rearrested in jail. Nigga already doing county jail time and they get rearrested. Gotta go to nickel crew. Nigga, if you don't go milk them cows and rake that cow shit, nigga, if you don't hurry up and go around that smelly ass shit, nigga, and do your work instead of walking the yard and playing basketball and playing spades and gambling and shit, take your ass to the nickel crew. Barrack 5 at the bottom. Got you. I did officer's court. Kev ain't here. He at the Honor Ranch training day. My man said, never eat the applesauce. What you really never want to eat, at least I'm going to say back in Wayside, you don't want to eat the vegetables. Because the vegetables, they lock you up in a little room. You got these knives, these long, sharp knives and shit. And you working, you chopping up lettuce, tomatoes, you chopping up all the vegetables and shit. Motherfuckers be sick. Motherfuckers be dirty. That's why I said you gotta be on them. If you lead in the kitchen or vegetable crew or whatever crew you on, you gotta be hard on your people. You can't let them be nasty and shit like that. A lot of them white dudes just be sneezing and sick and having colds and shit. Nigga, if you don't get your ass away from here, I mean, really, if we grew up and we was taught how nasty jail is and how cold jail is, motherfucker wouldn't want to go to jail. And then you kind of can see why the jail's fucked up, because you got sociopaths that just don't care. They don't care about their health, their life. They don't care about your life. So motherfuckers comfortable with being in jail. Niggas be institutionalized. They like that shit because they ain't got to pay no bills. They're guaranteed to get some food. They like to be told when to get up, when to go to sleep, when to wake up, all that shit. That shit is like, if we taught it, I think people would less likely go to jail. But when we start talking about, oh yeah, the homie was in there, yeah, it was 3 homies and we ran the dorm, then a nigga be like, oh shit, jail ain't so bad. If I go to jail, I end up on a tier with the homies, we gonna run to jail. Motherfucker like that. Motherfucker still be young and energetic and silly, and jail becomes attractive to him. But when you start getting older and you think about the hazards and the dirtiness, the filthiness, the disease, you start thinking a little different. When you start realizing you can't go lay up with your girl, you can't go get a drink, can't go get no weed, no blunt and smoke that shit, you start thinking a whole lot different. Man, for real, man. I remember when, before they built 3 bunks and shit, before they built the 3 bunks, people was sleeping on the floor. People was getting their sheets and blankets taken. People was getting their mattresses and pillows taken. That's back when in the county jail, in the Man Central jail, they used to call it the freeway. And you got all these bunks lined up on the freeway, and motherfuckers sleeping under bunks, motherfuckers sleeping on the floor where the rats is running at. Well, it was crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Goob, you probably heard me tell that story. You stole my story, Goob. Same thing with me, bro. I went to the hole in Linwood and in Wayside on juke balls. I was not eating no juke balls, nigga. I took my juke ball, my first juke ball. I took it. I'm like, what is this shit? And I called myself throwing the juke ball to splatter on the wall. Nigga, I stuck my arm out the cell, threw the juke ball. No, not out the cell, out the little tray. There was a little tray. I stuck my arm out the tray and I threw that shit up against the wall. That shit came bouncing back like a bionic bounce ball. I was like, what the fuck was that? So the next one I got, nigga, I'm trying to see if that shit was rubber. I'm like, how does a juke ball do all that bouncing and shit? Nigga, I could not eat no juke balls, nigga. All I did was drink that nasty ass recycled water out the sink and drink the little tiny orange juice or the tiny milk. And nigga, I was dizzy and weak as hell. I couldn't do no push-ups. I couldn't do no sit-ups, nigga. Nigga, my head was spinning, nigga. My vision was blurry. I was like, man, I'm finna die, man. A juke ball is all your food smashed up into a little ball. So whatever they have for dinner, they take it, smash it up, and give it to you like a scoop of ice cream. That's a juke ball. And some dudes, and this go back to what I just said. Some dudes are such psychopaths and so institutionalized. It actually used to be people in there like, hey homie, slide me your juke ball. Hey homie, let me get that shit. These juke balls is cool, nigga. Dinner was cool. I'd be like, man, that is so sad, man. Like, what did you eat on the street? How did your mama and daddy raise you that you like juke balls, nigga? I understand if you've been in the shoe or whatever for forever, and that's what you had to eat to survive, nigga. But give me these 7 days, nigga, of starvation. You know, I'm coming out feeling like my neighbor's touching my spinal cord, nigga. My stomach was so empty and felt so small when I got out of that shit. Man. So yeah, Goob, I feel you, Goob. Man. Sound like your titties, Crystal. Balled up ground rat meat. That's a Crystal titty, nigga. You be sitting in the hole waiting on Crystal titty to come through on your lunch tray. Milk and everything, all in that shit on Crystal. I told you I'm gonna get your ass. You keep playing and shit. Yeah, I don't know if it's from 2 weeks ago, but it's definitely from the day before. But if you say 2 weeks, you probably know more than me. But I was told it was from the day before. Hell yeah, you get out the county jail, boy. You peel out them clothes. You put on your street clothes. You step outside. You smell all that shit. Like, damn, that's what I smelled like up in there? Like, shit, nigga, I thought I was smelling all right and shit. Man, for real, for real, for real. Look at you. Now you want to know what you did. Girl, if you don't sit back and take this chastising, if you don't sit there and accept being the butt of all jokes for the rest of the night, I'm just messing with you, Crystal. You know you've been taunting me. Saints versus Chiefs prediction? Chiefs all day. Without question, the Chiefs is going to spank the Saints. Keith Claus, what's up, homeboy? Man, for real, Hutch. Real talk. Bologna swelling up on the tray. I don't know what that shit is. They be having like this little, they be having shit in the bologna. Some little things that's like spicy and shit and make it so your thing won't get hard and shit. They put soft Peter and all that shit in the punch and in the bologna and shit. And steady feeding you that shit. But I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. I just checked in, our nightly thing, our nightly endeavor. It's good hollering at y'all. I'm gonna go on and run. It's been an hour. Tomorrow we may have something, we may not have nothing, but we're looking forward to the SOS and looking forward to Venice Shorelines. So also tomorrow, Cheetah Part 2 will be going up. So we'll see what Part 2 is all about. Y'all take it easy, man. Good looking out, Super Chats. Peace.